Have you ever been right where God told you to be and still felt trapped? Like you followed his leading, you said yes in faith, but now you're hemmed in on every side? No exit, no options, no way forward. You're staring at a sea you can't cross, and behind you is an army you can't outrun. And all you can think is, God, why did you bring me here? If that's stirring something in you, don't let it stop with you. Comment, like, share. Every little action pushes this message further, maybe into the feed of someone who's right there too, wondering if God's plan has failed. But I promise you, it hasn't. Because in Exodus 14, 1-4, God tells us something we rarely expect. Sometimes he leads us into the impossible on purpose. God gave Moses an unexpected command: turn back. Not charge forward into victory, not run to safety, not hide in the hills, turn back and camp in a trap. That's what it looked like. With their backs to the sea, the Israelites seemed doomed. But this wasn't a divine miscalculation. It was a divine setup. God says outright, I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will pursue them, and I will get glory over Pharaoh and all his host. You see it? The trap wasn't for God's people, it was for Pharaoh. The Red Sea wasn't a mistake, it was a stage. The impossibility wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And sometimes that's how God moves. He doesn't just want you delivered. He wants to be glorified in the way he delivers you. He could have led them around the sea, but then Egypt would have thought they escaped on their own. He could have broken Pharaoh's will from a distance, but then Israel would have missed seeing God's hand move up close. Instead, he led them to the water's edge so that when the sea split and the dry ground opened, there'd be no mistaking it. God did this. No man, no strategy, just God. And maybe that's where you are. Maybe you're facing something that feels like too much. Maybe you've been following God only to find yourself pressed in by fear, by regret, by addiction, by anxiety, and you're thinking, this wasn't supposed to happen. But friend, what looks like a trap might just be the platform for God's glory in your life. Don't forget, this moment at the Red Sea became the song they sang for generations. They didn't write songs about the detour. They wrote songs about the sea. They remembered the night God turned their panic into praise, the night the wind blew all night long, and the path opened when there was no path, the night God didn't just make a way, he was the way. So if you're boxed in today, if it feels like the enemy is closing in and you're about to break, remember, your God is a deliverer. He writes better plot twists than you ever could, and he did not bring you out of Egypt to abandon you now. He's setting the stage, he's positioning the pieces, and when the time is right, the sea will split, the enemy will fall, and your testimony will echo through every generation that hears it. Hold on, the miracle is coming.